Are you intimidated by cooking a turkey? Don't be. It's simple. I'm going to show you an easy way to make a great turkey. A couple of key things about turkey you want to know before you get into doing it. One, buy the best turkey you can. If you find one that's kind of raised locally and treated well as it grows up, you're just going to have something that's got more flavor. Skip those ones like butterballs that are pre-pumped with fats. You don't need it. We're going to put butter under the skin of the turkey and that's going to take care of it. That fat's going to add more flavor. Flavor is what you're looking for here. It's also going to help retain some moisture. What I like to do though is I like to salt the turkey heavily the night before I cook it. You want like Scarface amount of salt. Let it dry out, let the salt penetrate the meat. That's all you need. That helps the salt to absorb into the flesh, and then when you cook it, the salt retains some of that moisture. You're also going to end up with a really nice crispy skin. You know, I'm not screwing around with all sorts of brines and weird methods and marinating. We're just going to roast a turkey. We've got salt, we've got butter. That's all that's going on here. We're not even going to stuff it. You don't need to. You can stuff it with a classic bread stuffing if you want. If you leave it hollow, more air is going to go in and circulate around inside the turkey and it's going to cook a little bit quicker. Stuffing's always what slows it down. Day of, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our turkey out and we're going to let it come to room temperature. So if you're going to eat your turkey in the evening, first thing you do in the morning, pull it out of the fridge, let it warm up. It's going to help cook quickly. It's also going to help it really cook evenly. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take some butter and slip it underneath the skin of the turkey. I've got this fancy dancy little spatula here that's going to help us do the job. I'm going to start from the back end here and I'm going to pick up a bit of the skin and pull it back away from the meat. And then I'm just going to slide the spatula in and underneath the skin, which is going to separate it from the flesh, which is going to allow me to put the butter inside. You can use your hands, but this just seems more civilized. I've sliced unsalted butter. You can use salted. It doesn't really matter. And I'm going to put an inappropriate amount of butter inside. The butter doesn't need to be room temperature. It can be. Either way will be fine. A few herbs inside wouldn't hurt. Some sliced cloves of garlic, that's fine too. We're going simple though, just the butter. Now that's going to melt and that's going to help baste the turkey inside. As it's roasting, we're going to get in there with a little ladle and we're going to pull some of that butter back up and keep splashing it around, basting the turkey. Something's going to make carving your turkey a lot easier is removing the wishbone. And it's a lot easier to do it before you cook your turkey. Trying to take it out of a hot turkey is a little tricky. Doing this is going to make carving easier because it gets the wishbone out of the way. That's what your knife is going to run into as you're carving it. First, I'll show you where the wishbone is, and it's up at the head of the turkey. So I'm going to pull all this skin around, and you can see where there's a bone here where it attaches to the drumstick. So I'm going to find where the bone runs up from the drumette up towards the middle of the turkey here, and then it comes down to the other side. So I'll take the tip of my knife and run it along the outside of that bone and then along the inside of the bone. Until my knife can go behind it. Once I get down to the drumette, I'll cut it free. So it's now loose on one side, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. A slice down either side of it until the knife can come through. So now the bone's free and it comes up to a little hook at the back. So I grab the bone and pull it out. I could put this in the bottom of the roasting pan if you still want to break the wishbone. I already broke it though. Now since I'm not stuffing it, I'm going to take about a teaspoon of salt and I'm going to rub it around on the inside of the turkey. Okay, so the turkey is salted inside and out. We've slid butter underneath the skin that's going to baste it as we roast it. That's it. It's ready to go in the oven. You can tent it with tin foil if you want to keep the skin from getting too dark. This is a smaller turkey. It's not going to need that. I've preheated my oven to 400 degrees like a half an hour ago. I want my oven to be really nice and hot. Even though the turkey is room temperature, it is large and it's going to drop the temperature of the oven as soon as I put it in. I like to roast it at about 350 degrees. There's loads of calculators that tell you how long it's going to take, but maybe like 15 minutes a pound. If I put this in at 350, the temperature will drop and will take time to come back up. So I'm going to start at 400, put the turkey in, and then the temperature will come down to 350. That's the temperature I'm going to roast it at. So I'm just going to take it and I'm going to put it just like that. Now, the pan's going to hold a bit of the wings in from falling off to the side. I'm not going to truss it up and tie it or anything. I'm just going to let it sit. I'm going to throw the neck in the bottom of the pan. That'll help to make a great stock. I'll probably take the plastic off before I put it in the oven. Here we go, in the oven. As your turkey's roasting, every now and again, you'll want to pop a spoon in there and baste it. You'll check the temperature in the breast meat. You want to get to about 160, 165. Remember to pull it out before that temperature. If you're cooking at 350, take it out at about 158. It will sit on your counter and continue to cook and then reach that 165 Fahrenheit. You'll see the carving video later, as well as the gravy making video. They're going to be on YouTube. You can always check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of the places we're there. And if you haven't found yourself a gift for somebody yet and you're running a little bit late, you can always get them a gift card. They can use it online, come down into one of our stores, whether it's in Calgary, Edmonton, Ottawa, or Vancouver. Come check us out. Hit us up on hello@knifewear.com. Super happy to help you find a new knife or a gift or whatever's going to work for you. Thanks for watching. Happy holidays.